Hi guys! So I know that I really haven't done a commentary in a really long time, and I'm actually gonna take a different approach to this one. It's actually story time! So this has been on my mind for like the past, I think, day or two, but this goes along with the video that I have, and so basically Doug and I were doing a Vanguard Tiger Strike on level 24 on Destiny. And so we had a random person join us, and as you can probably see, he's just sitting at the very beginning of the Fogoth strike, and he's just AFK. He's not doing shit. So we're the only ones doing the work, and honestly, I'm pretty sure at some point we were like, oh, I'm pretty sure he's doing something, and he'll be back to help us full time after this wave or whatever. And so he just decides to join us, like, right at the very end of the third wave after we both die because, you know, he's not around to help us. And so he came back, and Doug and I are clearly pissed off, and so Doug just fucking punches him, and pardon the language, I'm going to be swearing a lot because this is more of a commentary rant. And so, again, Doug just constantly fucking punches him non-stop over and over again. And as we progress further through the strike, he suddenly vanishes again. He's fucking AFK again. And for the sake of this commentary, I'm going to be using the term AFK, or AF controller, with a K, because of simplicity. So again, he fucking goes AFK again while we're on our way to Fogoth, and so we just keep going. We notice we can't do anything, we just fucking keep going, and so we get to Fogoth, and we're like, okay, let's just fucking wipe so he's at Fogoth, so if we both die, and if he's just AFK, then we can just respawn after like 30 seconds, which I think is the timer. And so we both die, we get to Fogoth, we just dance, he kills us. And so all three of us are in the safe room for Fogoth, and so Doug just starts fucking punching him over and over and over and over again, and then he suddenly moves, and then it looks like he wants to go back into the safe room to go AFK, but we're like, no, get the fuck out. So he goes out with us, and we start attacking Fogoth, and then suddenly, like 10 seconds later, I notice that he's trying to just stand in the fucking corner and do nothing. And so I stare at him for a little bit, and then he just gets out of there. And he follows Doug to where he is, which is on the left side of the rocks. And so we just continue shooting at Fogoth, and then Doug was suddenly like, oh, this guy is AFK again, because he fucking squatted, like, right next to the rock and just didn't do shit. He's fucking shielding himself and not fucking contributing. And so at that point we're like, fuck it, let's just push him out into the open so Fogoth can kill him. And so we did that over and over and over and over again until we fucking beat Fogoth. And we also revived him in between, so if he came back, then he would have a chance to respawn in the safe room, which is not what we want. So we just revived him like every 10 to 20 seconds and just let him die and just repeat the fucking process. And so he actually came back when we beat Fogoth, which to our dismay was not what we fucking wanted. And so we joined the strike that was in the next playlist right after this one. And so we just decided to sit the fuck down and just see what he does. And so you can see he's just fucking dancing and pointing and, you know, doing other shit. And so Doug and I were just completely fed up with this guy at this point. We were like, fuck it, let's just leave, because we know that he's gonna do it again, because he constantly came back and forth between AFK and playing during our last strike. So, anyway, the point of this rant was, I enjoy the game, I really do, except for its, you know, minor flukes here and there with RNGesus. Praise RNGesus. But seriously, Bungie needs to step up their shit and fix, or at least improve, the AFK system, because this is ridiculous, and I know that a lot of people have encountered this problem, and it's going to be a really big problem if this comes into matchmaking, which is incredibly crucial for, like, Vanguard strikes and probably other things in the future, who knows. Like, I wish Bungie would have some sort of like voting or a different reporting system for the fire strike, or not fire strike, the fire team. And so, like, if your two other teammates think you're AFK and decide to flag you for being AFK, then that flag teammate should be given like maybe 30 seconds to maybe like 1 minute to respond, and if they don't respond, then obviously they're gonna get booted. But you know, obviously this isn't going to stop some people from going AFK back and forth like that one guy in this video did, but I mean, it does help weed the majority out, and honestly, this has to fucking stop. And there's a somewhat fine line between going AFK unintentionally and going AFK intentionally. So like, if you're going AFK unintentionally, I think that's partially understandable, but at least have the damn courtesy to leave if it's unintentional and you know that you're going to go AFK for like the majority of the strike. But if you're going AFK intentionally just for the loot rewards or just doing the bounty where you complete the strike without dying, go fuck yourself. I'm sorry, but go fuck yourself. That is just so fucking impolite, and it's just a waste of my time and my teammates' time, and it's just a pain in the ass. And honestly, this goes for like any game that you play, like whether it's Assassin's Creed or Smite or, you know, any other multiplayer game really. And honestly, a guy at, or anyone really, at the same level as the guy that just went AFK in this entire video could just, you know, do the strike in, what, 10 minutes at most, maybe more? If you're doing it with a really good team, I mean, just fucking stop. It wasted our time, and it was just not a pleasant experience for the two of us, and sorry, just rant. I had to get this off my chest, and I'm totally glad I did, but yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm actually really enjoying Destiny, other than, like, again, the whole, few flukes here and there, like, you know, the whole RNGesus thing, and, you know, before they patched up the Crypt Arc and the engrams and whatnot. But yeah, this is just like 2 cents on the whole AFK situation, which I know is a huge issue nowadays, and so just trying to get this out. So thanks for listening, you guys, and I'm sorry this first commentary in like, what, a month, 2 months has to be this rant.